They came out in their thousands to voice their anger at what they say is the latest silencing of Hungary's press. More than 80 journalists from the country's most read news site called Index have resigned from their jobs after their editor-in-chief was sacked. Last month, he publicly raised the alarm over political interference in the outlet's operations. For many, the dismissal was seen as a government directive and the last straw.
We called
him on the phone and said we would like to initiate the end, that we no longer want to work at Index. After this, about 60 members of the 90 people on the staff did the same. They also resigned and are ending their work at Index.
Index has long been regarded as Hungary's key independent media outlet, but it has also been a target of this man, Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban, who once branded it a fake news factory. One of his allies recently took charge of its sales arm, perhaps a sign of things to come. Critics say the government is trying to bring as many independent media outlets under its control.
We honor the editorial staff, which today probably made one of the biggest sacrifices and risks to shine a spotlight on what's happening, on how a newsroom can be destroyed, how even the strongest and most read news portals can be ruined in Hungary.
One popular columnist reminded the crowds of a 2018 quote in defense of free speech from Mr. Orban himself.
We would never have the audacity to silence those who don't agree with us.
Across Central Europe, it's not only Hungary that's seen the steady decline of independent news outlets and a steer toward autocratic rule. A major sticking point in the debate over the EU's pandemic recovery fund last week was whether Poland and Hungary should be penalised financially for their behaviour. But in the end, the money came through, and Viktor Orban claimed what he called a huge victory. Many say the latest developments at home look like yet another win for the Hungarian leader. Cara, Legg, Al Jazeera.